Hey everybody, hope everybody finds me pretty soon. Oh, gotta get that to quit bouncing. Sugar and Chipper are here with me. They're ready for the live chat, aren't you, Sugar Girl? Yes. Oh, we're starting to freeze up. That's not a good sign. And it makes no sense because I've got great Wi-Fi. Hey. Looks like we're in for a rough ride here unless something clears up because it's already trying to make it choppy. Hey everybody. Sugar, would you like to say hello? Sugar wants to say hello, everyone. Hang on just a moment. There's little Sugar Cat. Oh, did you see her do the little kitty prance? Oh my goodness. Cute baby girl. Well, she just wanted to say hi, didn't you, baby? Yeah. Are you wanting more than hi? You want up here? Is that what's going on? It is. Okay, hang on a minute. I'm not sure how we can do this. How can I hold you and do the broadcast at the same time? Any ideas? Well, turn around so people can see your cute face, not your tail. This is Sugar Pie. Little Sugar Cat. Oh, that's not this side. People want to see Sugar. Okay, she's crossed on over now to the other drawing table. And here's Chipster, who's hanging out by the window. There's no birds out, though. Are there, Chip? Uh-oh. Sugar's coming back. Okay. Now, you can't stay up here, baby. No, I don't think this will work. I think it's nice to see you, but you need to go and get back on your little perch over there so we can do the live chat, okay? All right, baby girl? Oh my goodness. Of course, I was gone this morning and they missed me. And I think she's here for the tribe too. I think they definitely know when I'm doing a live chat. Yes. Okay, baby. Now, I need you to move on so I can do this. Okay. This is what I just posted. We are having a big, nice whiteout spike not long ago on the Russian Tomsk University Schumann resonance, and that's substantial. Oh, and you hear all this purring and carrying on. Oh, now she's going to play with the Golden Healer Stone, gift from Sandy. You just, Sugar, you're in rare form today, girl. The tail's got to get out of the way, though. How funny. Okay, so this is substantial. You can see it stretching from top to bottom, and it's big. And when I came home, little Sugar Bit here had thrown up on the floor, and that was not a good thing. And she didn't even want her lunch. And she got over it, though. She got where she wanted her lunch, and she has held it down since. So Chipper didn't want to eat either out of sympathy for Sugar. They're very, very connected, brother and sister. Okay, so your pets may be experiencing something like this. Oh, Sugar baby, look here. How can we do this with you here too? Oh, fur up my nose. Okay, so let me tell you, we've had some big spiking. We've had big energies for the last few days, but got sugar fur in my mouth. But soon, you know, the time right after I had the accident, the car accident where I got rear-ended, I wasn't able to do screen work and go on the phone and check everything, and I just did the very minimal because it was part of healing the concussion. But amazingly, we didn't have a lot of high energies during that time either. But wow, do we now. So, oh sugar baby, you need to get down, honey. Are you ready to get down? Hold on a minute. Let me put the little girl down. There you go. Now get on your little stool there. Oh, she's in interesting form today. I suppose it might be the energies. So, we didn't have a lot of high energies while I was in the worst of the concussions and the broken vertebrae and stuff. And now it's really cranking up, and at least I'm able to cover it. I'm glad of that. So, 60 is big on the Schumann resonance, and Kumiana is just blasting it too. So this is over 100 hertz right here, and red is the most intense we get on here. And it was doing all this earlier, but this one was the one that took everything over the edge, as well as what's going on at Tomsk University with the Russian Schumann Observatory. So we're getting it from double barrels today. We don't often see both of these spiky at the same time. I don't know why, but it just doesn't happen very often. But it's happening today. And I'd say it's very possible your pets are sensing it, your children, you, everything. At least all mammals feel when the Schumann resonance is up and at it. Why is it? I tell you, it's so frustrating. I go through here and I try to create a post and it throws me off. Then I have to come back on, do it all over again, and then it keeps asking me, do I want to save this post? And it will show me the one it threw me off on. And I have to look at it to make sure which one it is, whether I want to save it or delete it or... So that's happened a few times already, just since I've been looking here. Let's take a look. Well, this was 13 hours ago. And as you can see, this is Kumiana, and the power is spiking like crazy. That's the jewelry thing. If you're having trouble, if you're feeling rough, this can help you feel better. Shungite, scalar energy devices and jewelry. More shungite here. That's a bag of shungite. An shungite pendant. Raw shungite, lightly polished shungite. I wore this last night. This is the energy bracelet, the grounding, earthing bracelets that you put on, not bracelets, pardon me, wristbands would be a better way of saying it. This really helped me deal with the energies last night. And then we have all this. So if you're having trouble dealing with the energies and a lot of symptoms, go check out the store. Let me go on through. And then, of course, 17 hours ago, we had this. And we'll go see where things are right now. I really am not sure. I haven't checked everything besides the Schumann and a quick look at solar weather. Let's go look at it more thoroughly. we were having KP5 solar storm and all of this. There was a whole lot going on. Now, let's see. This is where I was talking to you about my YouTube page or my YouTube channel. Go check it out. Sometimes I may not be able to post on Facebook because of obvious things. I'm getting a lot of, what would you call it? A lot of resistance. So you can always go over to the YouTube channel. And then this was 18 hours ago. And this was a huge spike just starting. You know, it's been just pretty solid. And this was, yeah, I think we've covered enough. And we do have the Earth-facing corona hole is still going on. It's odd. They'll quit mentioning these things in their report, even though it's still happening. And I don't know why. I don't know why they quit mentioning it when it's still current news. Okay, I got my reading glasses on. Let's go and check things out. Hope you all are doing okay. Make sure to stay hydrated. I'm up here already. And happy Easter to those of you who celebrate Easter and Resurrection Day. And a happy day, happy Sunday to those of you who might not be into celebrating Easter today. We love you. I love you. Whoever you are, whatever you're into, whatever you observe and whatever you don't, all is accepted and acknowledged, and no judgment here. I hate judgment. I hate attitudes from people. We need to just love each other, you know? Honestly, that's what the Lord said to me about this page. He said, don't judge anybody. Don't correct anyone. Just love everyone. And I think we have a wonderful page, to say the least. I think you all are the best. It's one of the friendliest places on the internet, and certainly one of the very best in social media. Social media can be really brutal. I don't surf anywhere. I only go and wish happy birthday to some of my friends off of my personal page. I hardly look anywhere else, and I hardly post on my personal page. Never discuss politics. I never touch it. Because why? Because some of the finest people don't agree with me. Some really wonderful people have completely diametrical views. And I don't want to stir up the separation between us or the difference. I want to emphasize our similitude, the things we have in common. Sugar and Chipper just hanging out. This is where Sugar has managed to settle herself on her little perch here that I put in front of the window so she can watch the birds. And Chipper is still right here watching Sugar. They really are great entertainment for each other. Okay, this is the Russian Schumann resonance, and this is the whole picture. And of course, to the far right is what's happening right now. This spans the whole gamut of brain waves, and they do correlate to one another. So don't be surprised if you're having interesting memories, dreams, feelings, emotions, etc. Now, the key is to flow with it. And that's why we call it surfing. Just let yourself flow with it. Let it flow through you. Don't get stuck on the memories. Don't get stuck at the hurts and stuff that may surface, because they're just, like I've described before, they're like sticky energy. Memories that didn't process all the way through, that got stuck in your psyche or your system, or perhaps, they get stuck on our organs. It's And on our meridians, I mean, I'm looking for the stupid picture I drew. It's not a very good picture, but it illustrated the whole thing. We have these meridians or power pathways, energy pathways that run through our bodies. And when you have a trauma or something, and I'm not seeing it, when you have a wound or a trauma or anything like that that is not resolved, it can get stuck on an organ and you can develop illness, or it can block a meridian, your energy pathway, and you can feel exhausted and run down. Anything that's not processed or resolved is a problem. If either now or in the future it will show up. So when these energies come in and they're blasting like they are now, they're hitting us, this photonic light energy coming from divine source. It comes into us and it can hit some of these sticky, dark, heavy, negative energies that have gotten stuck in us through experiences and traumas, etc. Injuries, you know, all kinds of things. And when it hits, we can have a lot of symptoms, a lot of thoughts, a lot of feelings that seem to come out of nowhere. And the goal is to somehow, sort of like Reiki healers too, I don't know much about that, but the idea is to breathe deeply and release these things and let this energy flow through you and align yourself with the high frequencies. And the best way I know to do that is align yourself with love, which is, I believe, the highest energy. People used to try to say recently that it was authenticity was the highest energy. And we've talked about this before. That whole idea came from a group that simply took polls. They had questionnaires and had people fill them out. And from that, they decided that authenticity was more powerful and higher energy than love. But when you're talking like I am about unconditional love, oh, Sugar's giving me the cutest look. When you're talking about unconditional love, you're talking about the kind of love that accepts, that cares, that doesn't judge. And you have to be authentic to move and flow in that kind of love. So there's nothing higher than that in our realm, from what I understand. You gotta see this cute little baby face. Oh, she tucked under, so we can't see her now. Sugar baby. Hey. You're so adorable, little pet. I love you. They like to hang out with us when we are doing our live chats because I think they can feel the love very clearly. And my kitties are very attuned to love. So we are at 60 amplitude, that's the high. And on the Russian Schumann resonance charts, it's amplitude, not hertz, that we measure for the power of it. And Kumiana, let me go to the alternative charts, as I call them, where we can get a more full image and picture. Let me update everything or refresh it. Okay, get back to the beginning. First of all, it has been pointed out by different people that a lot of times the Schumann is just reflecting storms. I want you to see, here's Italy. Okay, we have several stations. There's a mine out on one of these islands in Natos, I believe. It's a mine, and we have charts coming from that observatory. And Kumiana is kind of up around in here. I think it's up here, but there's nothing major going on up there. And you go up high enough and there's some solar storm, or there's some lightning storms. But what I'm saying is that does not explain what we're seeing on the charts. All right, and here we are on the charts. This is Kumiana. And look at that. This is the chart that's usually boring. You know, there's two for Kumiana that we look at mainly. And look at all that. That's way out the top. And you can see the geophone is blasting too. This is also Kumiana. This one is more exciting to look at as a rule because this red is possible to see this top to bottom energy. That was a major blast right there. This one was incredible. I think this is the one that got to sugar. How solid and thick it is, way out the top and out the bottom. And this just happened and is happening right now. And you can look down here. This chart under it is also Kumiana. It shows the wider view. This shows, this is April 17th, 18th, 19th, 20th, which is where we are now. 20th starts right about here, and you can see all the way across right here how much is happening. And look at this thick, thick, thick section of red. And we're in the midst of that right now. Sometimes this will show you a little bit further ahead than this chart will. And in this case, I think it is. It looks thicker. And so we got more coming. Okay, let's take a look here at, and we love doing this one, the Geospace Magnetosphere movies. I don't know if we're going to see anything too major, but I did look earlier and I saw a lot of activity. Look right there. Oh, that's a sign. Let's watch pressure. The most intense is red, then it goes to orange, yellow, baby blue, and dark blue is the background. And you see the slider across the bottom, and we're coming up on, boom. That happened at about 19 and still going on. UTC still happening, and we're at now. So we are in the midst of something. Let's take a look at that again. Okay, it's showing 19 UTC right here. Boom. And then 20 UTC. And look all that's still happening there. So what time is it UTC? 1956 UTC. So this tends to run a little further into the future because it's working with a little prognostication that they can tell where it's going, kind of like the way the guys and gals read the weather forecast. So we got some serious activity here, and this is density. The most intense is dark blue. The shield should be right in there. And as you can see, little old Earth is surrounded by intense density, and this is about now. Let's look at now again. Boom, boom, boom. Look at all of that activity and density hitting and surrounding us and swirling. Okay, let's take a look at velocity. Let's go to the beginning. The most intense is blue and then green, yellow and then orange, and red is background. But a true red is the background. So we're looking at a lot of orange and yellow, which is mid-range, and some green and blue also. And we're coming up on, oh, it reset itself. Well, let's go and watch it come up on now. 1915 UTC. This is now. You see all the swirling and activity happening. So we are active, to say the least. This one is probably the most exciting of the models that show what's happening at our doorstep. This is the shields that protect us from incoming energies coming from the direction of the sun, which is over here to the left, way out here to the left. And as you can see, the energies, in this case the pressure, have definitely gotten inside with us. Past the shields, and boom, we are surrounded with pressure. We're under pressure. No one ever comments on my singing. I wonder why. I'm playing with you, of course. I didn't say hi to anybody. I went right in, didn't I? Hi, everybody. I'm sorry. I think I'm kind of focused today. And we got a lot of people on here. My goodness. Look at all of you all. Hello. Hello. Yes. Thank you, Ko. Koa. Thank you very much. And thank you, Maureen. Hey, Kathy. Oh my goodness, look at everyone. I can't speak to everyone. There's a Margarita. Hey there. And Tristan, namaste to you too. Yes, the energies are super intense. Let's keep seeing. I am healing, Owen. My head still roars when I speak. It's like my own voice reverberates. It's like a staticky roar. But I'm much better. I'm getting better. I am healing from the wreck. The fractured vertebrae, however, are quite painful. But I've had broken ribs before, and they hurt worse. I'm trying my best to be nice and careful and to do little and to watch over and not lift and get too physical. I'm not walking much because it hurts. Hey, Sandy. Love you too. And Sandy says, Happy Easter, everyone. Yes, yes, yes. Easter means a lot of things to a lot of different people. Hey, Moniel. Oh, my goodness. Oh, and Capitan Torpil Vendetta. I can't read. It says, oh, you're hello from France, but that's about as much as I can get. I will check later, perhaps, if I get back and read everyone's comments. It will allow me to translate after we're off the live. Thank you, Rena. Happy Easter to you, too. This is a great day for everyone that a human being came to Earth and conquered death. That is huge, huge, huge. Good news for everybody. Okay, here we go, here we go. All right, let's see what else we can get into, y'all. Let's take a look at spaceweatherlive.com. All right, we're going to look at auroral activity. Let's see if anything interesting is happening here. Sorry for all the reflection. When it's daytime, that happens. You can see my little prop. That's what I put my phone on sometimes. KP1, wow. Let's refresh it, just make sure. We are way down on the KP. We're not storming in that aspect. And here you can see where the aurora oval is. The disturbance storm time index is not in a storm. Yeehaw! The solar wind speed is 399.2 kilometers per second, which isn't too bad, but oh my, look at density. We were just looking at it in our magnetosphere, and we saw the stuff swirling around in there and had blown the hair back, so to speak, on the shields. Look at that. 29.58, but let's see what it was before. 63.7. Woohoo! 63.7. I don't know. What is that? P/cm to the third parts per. I'm not going to try it. I'm not a professional. I'm an observer with you all, and I just know that's a lot in comparison to what we normally see. And anytime you see red on here, this says this is extremely high. And when you see yellow, okay, go away. There we go. Yellow, and then you got a really intense yellow. That means we're in a warning stage. It's higher than normal. And we are currently in the south, the BZ south, and that has to do with the polar reactions north and south of the Earth to the polar aspects of the sun, and when it's in the south, we feel it a lot more. More symptoms, more reactions. This is our moon phase, and we've already looked here. Now let's go check out solar weather. Woohoo! There is that huge coronal hole. That thing's kind of awesome looking, isn't it? This little shark fin up here cracks me up. You see what I'm talking about? Right here. It looks like a shark, a really big shark swimming in the fiery plasma of the sun. But I'm an artist and we're kind of weird anyway. It looks like a dolphin is right in front of it. And I don't know, maybe a bear running in front of that. Imagination. Okay. But it was just my imagination running away with me. Just my imagination running away with me. That's been happening a lot. Old songs have been coming back to me since I whacked my head in the wreck. I guess it's processing. It's jarred something loose in there. This coronal hole is huge. But since it's in the south hemisphere of the sun, it doesn't affect us quite as much. But we have one here that was straight on, but that was like yesterday. I think these things are fascinating. They really don't know what they are. Look at all the stuff in them. Look at that. Specks, and it's like, is it really a hole? Or is it just for whatever reason, polarity or whatever, the plasma that's all over the sun just kind of lets up? They tell us the sun is not like a hunk of burning love. Well, thank you. Somebody just placed an order. Oh, I appreciate it so much. The kerching. Some angel just got his wings. Like Clarence in the movie, the Christmas movie. It's a Wonderful Life. That's a kerching sound my phone makes. They tell us this is not like lava. It's not like fire. This is plasma, and it's electrical. The sun is supposedly electrical. Yeah, it's hard for me to wrap my head around it. And plasma is like a gaseous, electrical, misty substance. Yeah, hard for me to wrap my head around that too. But that's what we're looking at here. And this is an opening in it, evidently. A coronal hole. Okay, we are not having any major solar flares right now. However, we had an M102 within the last 24 hours. I didn't post that one. It's true, I did not. I haven't been able to keep up with everything, and there is a lot going on. So let's go and look a little more. Here's how you get more data. You go to that little button, you touch it, and it takes you to the screen. It shows you a whole nother thing. It shows you all these options. And here we can see how the sun is affecting the day side of the earth. And it's not very powerful. Black is background, and next is this purple, and then blue, and that's as high as it's gone. So we go up here to the right to the triangle, and let's open up, see what the current warnings and alerts are. Possible aurora for this place. And the density of solar wind is moderate, 29.61, but we saw it was actually like 60, almost 70 earlier today. And the strength of the interplanetary magnetic field is moderate, and the direction is north when they did this, but it's south right now for the BZ. Okay. I don't know if there's anything else. Oh, Sugar's just sitting down here next to me on the floor. What is it you want, baby? She's smiling at me doing the cat blink. You know, the slow, intentional blink. Because cats don't need to blink. They will blink if you act like you're going to poke them in the eye, but cats don't need to blink. When they blink, it's intentional. Okay, cat smile. I think that is a catch-up for basically everything. We can look really fast and see if there's anything new happening with, uh-oh, about to sneeze. Oh, that was not dignified at all. Woo! Okay, but it was effective. We have a lot of pollen where I live right now, and I am not allergic to it, thank goodness. But dust is dust. You ought to see my vehicle that's out there that I've been loaned. It's not provided by the insurance company. A friend of mine has loaned me a vehicle for now. It gets 16 miles to the gallon. So I only drive if I absolutely have to, but I'm very grateful that I'm not totally stuck here. Okay, I don't see any major change on the Schumann in Russia. Let's go back and look at the alternative chart. It looks like it's showing a lot more. Hang on, let's look at the update. Yeah, my goodness, look at this. Sugar, is that what's going on, baby? Is your tummy feeling a little distressed right now with all these energies? Oh, big yawn. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Okay, check it out. Look how it's grown. Mercy. Yeah, it's been roaring and active and spiking high for a while, but now, look at that. This qualifies as what I have coined as the wall of red. It's solid, top to bottom. The wall of red doesn't sound ominous. I've seen a few other people using the term. I think it suits it. Look at that thing. Wow. All that power, all that energy from the Schumann resonance moving through our atmosphere. And you know, it goes from, well, how can we do this? Let me just show you. Some of you who are new, let's say this is the Earth, and this is the Earth's atmosphere. And I can draw better. I can prove it too. This is one of my old paintings. It's from a lot of years ago. I particularly love this one, dealing with the intimacy in spiritual communion. That shine on it, you can't really see it very well. Hold on. And here, the lion, which is partly covered up by my bed and pillows. This was an oil painting which I sold. I can paint. And that was a tapestry made from it that's available on my online store. Here we go. Earth. Let's say this is Earth. Schumann resonance comes from lightning. Okay, when lightning happens, and when lightning and other energies shoot out from earthquakes and volcanoes, and yes, that happens. And the most classic, which is lightning storms, but there are also sprites and other crazy spikes of energy that happen, electricity inside our atmosphere. When that happens, it doesn't just dissipate. They tell us it goes up into the ionosphere, which is the outer, upper part of our atmosphere, way up at the top. It goes all the way up there, and it begins doing what they call the Schumann wave. It goes all the way up there, it comes down, it hits the Earth's crust, goes back up and down, and it does this all around the Earth. So the Schumann wave is ubiquitous. It's everywhere. And if it isn't where you are at that very moment, it will be there soon. So when you see me reporting the Schumann spiking, it is basically all over the Earth, and it influences the entire Earth, no matter where you are. And there are multiple ones of these happening too. You know, it isn't just one. All the energy's going, and then I guess eventually they dissipate. But when you got something like this going on, which is showing up on this particular observatory, which is in Cumiana, Italy. Someone said they lived there, and they commented in the post, they said, why here? You know, they lived there and they needed help. Well, it's being registered on their instruments and antennae and things like that in that observatory, but it doesn't mean that is the main location of it, because it's all over the Earth. So we came here to take a look quickly to see if anything major had changed. Well, it has. It's really intensified, and we can see it here too on this little scale graph. Let's just zoom through the rest. We got missing data. What a surprise. We got purple stuff. Lots of purple here, and we know we like to see that. Many people believe this is angelic intervention, extraterrestrial, not of the Earth, and we will take it. Benevolent creator, source, intervention. This is an interesting channel coming up through here. These could equal black spikes on this particular instrument. Coming on through this, I wanted to show you. Look at the crazy signature. You see it's kind of a column coming up with this almost staticky looking stuff. And you can see another one is starting. But I want you to look down here. 2147 UTC, 2240 something UTC, and 2140. This is scrambled time. And you say, well, the instruments are just malfunctioning. Perhaps that's all it is. Or we could be looking at some timeline anomalies and spatial anomalies, which I dropped you an article that shows that the United States government is telling that they have the technology to influence and change all of that now. How about that? It's kind of out in the open. We've known it in our knowers. Now it's been actually stated. So we have 2154, 2140 something, 2139, 2140 something, 2145, and 2200. That isn't the way this runs. It's supposed to be small numbers gaining here in UTC, but we can see we have a scrambled situation happening. And those tiny lines coming up are showing like a compressed time situation. And you can say, yes, it's just the equipment malfunctioning. Perhaps so. Perhaps that is all it is. But you might also ask, why is it malfunctioning? And here we see more. We see a blurring anomaly showing up. Okay. And look at this. This is Cassina or Cascina Observatory. Check that out. Look at the funny little markings for time. 2147, 2246, 2139, 2246, 2139, 2246. And here we have a 2147, 2140. It's a mess on this chart. The hourly strips are pretty wonky. So there's stuff happening that I would put in the category of an anomaly for sure. Look at all of that. So interesting times. This is an Athos mine this is actually instruments that they have inside of a mine, and it's registering some interesting activity, to say the least. And here we see more of that. Look where it is right here, which is now-ish. Always to the right is more recent. Okay, I think we've seen enough. I think so. I hope that was interesting, and I hope it is helping you understand what you're feeling and experiencing. I went out to eat with some friends, and the waitress seemed to be under the influence of a negative something. She was not very pleasant, and it got my goat a little bit. I didn't enjoy it. Like, gee whiz, we came out here to have a nice time, and the waitress wants to be, or the server, whatever you want to call it, is being a bit of a jerk. I still gave her a decent tip, but I even tried to reach out to her and say, I was trying to be nice. I said, I bet you wish you were not working today. I bet you'd like to be with family today. And she was surprised, and she said, well, yeah, I guess so. I tried to reach her, but instead she was as cold as ice. That's another song coming to mind. And people react differently to these energies, you know. And of course it depends on what our personalities are like, and what the way we come at things is like, and et cetera, and what our circumstances are, and how much tension and stress we're under, how we're feeling physically, and all of that. So when the energies are high like this, like little Sugar got sick to her tummy earlier, my little cat, your pets will feel it. Your children will feel it. Your friends will feel it. The deer and the animals that live out on my property here that I enjoy and love so much, they no doubt will feel it. What are you? It's a bird out here on my deck. I thought it was a red-headed sparrow. I mean, a brown-headed sparrow. I'm not sure what it is. I love watching them. Chipper's watching too. Everything that is a mammal is reported to be influenced by these energies, and our brain waves tend to sync with them, you know, SYNC, you know, align and correlate with them. And when they're very high, I have charts that you can look at the top of my page in the featured post, especially under the Schumann kit. Oh, Chipper just did a big yawn. Under the Schumann kit has tons of information. I put in there articles I've written, as well as a chart showing the correlation between the brain waves and the Schumann resonance. And when it goes very high, your brain tends to be pushed to go into a higher frequency, which is stressful to the brain in the natural, and can cause people to be irritated or dizzy or annoyed, or, well, the easiest pathway for the brain to react to things is irritation or anger if it's uncomfortable. Another thing that might happen is when we're stressed and pushed into a higher frequency is we might get sleepy. You can get very tired when your brain is being pushed to create new dendrites and new neurosynaptic pathways. It's hard work. And I experienced that when I was doing a special mind expanding, opening the threshold of my mind with a holosync, which would play certain frequencies in the one ear on the headset and others in another, and it forces your mind to create new neurosynaptic pathways, which can help you deal with things better. And it's amazing how out of it you can feel after a short 15 to 30-minute session, because it has pressed you to create new pathways in your brain. And there's odd tiredness and exhaustion that can come from that. So if you have felt things like that recently, there's a very good reason for it. So just be kind to yourself. Be good to yourself and to those around you as much as you can. And if you can't, forgive yourself. Take a deep breath, release it, and go be alone. Might be one of the best ways sometimes to deal with things. Or hang out with your beautiful pets, watch your favorite shows, listen to beautiful music, get out in nature and let it envelop you. Spend time in prayer and meditation, thinking beautiful things, imagining beautiful things, drawing beautiful things to yourself. When these energies are high, you can be very, very creative. And so it's an opportunity to surf. It's also an opportunity to create and manifest things. And you want to be careful and make sure the best that you can, that you stay in a positive place, that you're thinking beautiful, good things, because it can be amplified right now, your ability to draw things to yourself. This has Moldavite up here at the top, if I can get it to be still. It's a green stone at the top. And this beautiful blue, which is a Russian blue crystal. I forget the exact name right now. But this is Moldavite, from what I understand, is very much a high power, high intensity, high manifestation frequency. And so is this crystal. I don't wear this unless I intend to have an intentional day. Very intentional. Like, I want to really be careful and wise and focused, and probably not out and about when I wear this. I've never been a person who was into crystals and stuff, but I'm learning a lot. I do love scalar energy. Now, this is something that a dear friend of mine, Our Twisted Universe is their page. You can go check them out. Oh, hi, Chipper. She and her husband are just beautiful people, and they sent this to me for free. And I still haven't put it on my shop. I will have to figure out how to go about it if you all are interested. Now, these are not in the price range of everything on my shop. All my pendants and stuff go from $20 up to $69 and $65, sorry. And the only things that go higher are like the earthing sheets and things like that. But this, we're talking in the 100 to 100, 200, 300. They're beautiful, beautiful pieces of jewelry and very valuable gemstones and crystals. But right now, while I was bringing this up, is the high energies are great. This is a fabulous day to do the work if you want to, or just take it easy. Be good to yourself, stay hydrated, do all the things that you know, and I'll try and drop a list in here. And real quickly, let's see about maybe doing the hold on just a moment. I just got an important message. Okay. Let's do the heart-brain coherence. Thank you, Terry. I see your message. Let's do the heart-brain. Happy Easter to you too. Coherence meditation. 3 minutes. Touch your heart area. Oh, by the way, I'm wearing my silver pendant to go with my silver cross and my bluish type stuff that goes with this. I was out in public today. I haven't worn this in years. It's really close, you know, and used to be. I weighed a little more and it was like up here. Like I was being choked. This was a gift from a dear friend up in Delaware. I was out speaking out and about, and it was a gift and it's beautiful. Thank you all. She has gone on since then. Touch the heart area. Imagine breathing in and out from the heart. Just imagine it. Think of something you're really grateful for. This only takes 3 minutes and it can change everything for you. Really. Gives your brain, Grand Central, the knowledge out in the quantum field of endless possibilities. It comes from your heart. Opens the heart up. Opens your brain up. And the torus fields come together and form one. And you have aha moments and revelations, and symptoms will disappear many times. Anxiety will drain away, and you feel peace and love and bliss and connectedness to one another and to Creator. So let's do it. Breathing in and out from the heart, focusing on the heart region. Think of something you're really grateful for and let yourself feel it. And I will watch the time and I'll let you know when the 3 minutes is up. So let us begin. Feel you all out there. Connectedness. The net or the web that joins us. Just let this flow through you. Let those heavy things just drift out. And this bright energy coming in, the light, photonic energy, love. Just about a minute more. Breathing in and out from the heart. Oh. flow more easily with these amazing energies. And let me know if you experienced anything unusual or extraordinary or good during this time we did our short meditation. Chipper goes into it with us, didn't you, baby boy? Let me show you. The Chipper cat. He's in Sugar's seat now. He went into the zone with us, didn't you, little Chip boy? Yes, you did. See that smile? Yeah. Would you like to say anything to the tribe, Chip? Oh, anything else, baby? Oh, Sugar would like to say something. Well, these two are really in the love zone today. Oh, beautiful little girl. Oh my goodness. I'm so blessed. And Sugar just turned over my water with her tail. It's okay, baby. I love you all. Have a beautiful, beautiful day. A beautiful, wonderful Easter. All the beauty that this represents and the love and grace. Forgiveness and peace. I'm cleaning up where the water spilled all over my drawing table. It's okay, Sugar. Sugar's like, I know I'm not in trouble. It was my tail, it wasn't me. It was an accident. What? Oh, she's giving kisses. Okay, I love you all. We're gonna say bye-bye for now. Beautiful babies, send their love too. And my love to those of you and your fur babies. Sugar, you're a hoot, girl. You're something. All right. Love you much. See you later.